great movie for you to watch this weekend, Margin Call. But before you watch it, let's learn what a margin call is. So when you invest, you can either do it with your own money or you can borrow money. When you borrow money, that's called margin. You borrow from your broker and you pay an interest fee on it. So let's say you have $10,000, you get $10,000 more on margin and you invest in NVIDIA. NVIDIA goes up 25%. So you made a $5,000 profit on your $10,000. That's a 50% return. So your margin amplified your wins. Imagine NVIDIA misses earnings and it drops 25%. That's a $5,000 loss on your $10,000. So that's a 50% loss for you. So you get a margin call from your broker. Now, when you're trading on margin, you have a limit. So you have a limit to your drawdowns. Imagine that drawdown is 10% and it drops more than 1,000. So you get the margin call. Now you need to put either the cash up front or you need to go into your other well-performing assets, sell them to put the collateral. And that is a problem with margin. Once you start getting margin calls, you need to sell the well-performing assets. Now imagine that it's happening across the market, so everybody's forced to do that. Now the sell-off extends to every other asset because people are forced to sell their winners to pay for their losers. And it's a terrible cycle because the more you sell to cover your losses, the worse the sell-off in the market is. And then it becomes a domino effect in which it starts spreading to every other asset, regardless of the fundamentals. For example, you're losing on NVIDIA, but you're doing well on Bitcoin. Now you need to sell your Bitcoin to pay for your NVIDIA position. That means that Bitcoin is eventually going to start selling off as well. Is this what's happening with the markets right now? Might be, to a certain degree it is. And once people start getting margin calls, they need to liquidate everything they have to cover for the losses. Moral of the story, if you know how to trade and how to invest, margin is great. If you don't, it's better for you not to touch it.